Hello, future people! Welcome to Getting Tabled, and welcome to this Getting Tabled guide for Conquest. You can arrange your brushes, prepare your clippers and your knives, but sometimes no matter how many tools or paints you have, it's not enough if the dice are not on your side. Sometimes you only have one choice, and that choice is to prepare for Conquest. So, I haven't actually done a Getting Tabled guide for quite a while, and I figure that now that we're coming towards the end of October, now's the time to actually look at how to get into the game for those that are looking at it for the first time. For those that are not familiar, I try to break down Getting Tabled guides into a very simple and straightforward guide into how to get into the game. Not so much looking at the more complex side of rules and so forth, but just purely and simply what are the options that you have to get in. So, here we are on the Parabellum website, and first things first, rules and frequently asked questions. If you would like to get into this game, you can download the core rules for this game for free. Not just in English, but in French, German, Spanish, Italian, and Polish as well. There is a simple quick start guide, which is just simply as you would expect. It's a quick start guide in how to get into the game. And then, of course, you have the full rulebook. And this is the 114-page document. It is the full thing. There is also army lists. And these are essentially your codex. Now, I'm going to look at the Wadroon simply because this is the faction that I've been looking at and I'm more familiar with. But when it comes to the actual what you can buy, I will show you what's available for everybody. And here we are with the Wadroon army list. So this is a slightly smaller document, but this goes through everything that you need to know for the Wadroon themselves, how the army actually works, the supremacy abilities, and then you'll find that it starts going into your units and how much they cost, and so on and so forth. If you're looking to get into an army, I would be downloading the rulebook and the army list for whichever force it is that you're looking at. If you're trying to decide between them, then maybe download all of the army lists and have a look. Some of the armies are a little bit more complicated to play than others. I'll leave that up to you to decide which way you want to go, because each army is going to play in a very different way. Let's have a look at the eShop, shall we? If you're looking to make purchases from the eShop, if you use the code GETTINGTABLED in your discount code, you'll get 10% off any purchases that you make. Consider it if you can. We are going to start with the First Blood starter sets. Now, this is completely compatible with both games. These are a very small starter set. So this is the Wadroon. This is the faction that I've been looking at. This particular one comes with a Predator, because you need a character to start your band off. You get 4 Blooded or Brave miniatures, so that's 1 full stand, and 4 Slinger or Hunter miniatures. Just to give you an idea of what comes in this, they are the miniatures that you're getting. You also get a printed version of the rulebook and some command cards for the units that come with the game, plus your bases, obviously. We're looking at the Spires. Then you get 4 Vanguard clones or Vanguard clone infiltrators. You get 6 Force-Grown drones. Yep, 6. 1 Mimetic Assassin, and 13 infantry bases. 3 infantry stands, and then of course the same command cards and stuff as before. For the 100 Kingdoms, you get 4 Militia or Militia Bowmen, 4 Household Guard or Gilded Legion, 1 Noble Lord, and then the same as the others. Now, for the Dwegum, which is their version of Dwarves, we have 4 Hold Warriors or 4 Hold Ballistic, and 6 Flame Berserkers, and 1 Ardent Kewa. I'm saying that wrong. I know that I am. The way that the Dwegum look. And then finally, we have the Nords, which have a very Viking-esque feel to them. It's kind of a mix between humans and monsters, but they're all intertwined. We have 4 Raiders, 4 Huskars, and 1 Jarl. And like I said, very Viking-esque. One of your other options is your 2-player starter set. Now, this 2-player starter set has 100 Kingdoms and Spire. So obviously, you'll be wanting to get into one of those armies if this is what you're buying. It also comes with your full rulebook and all of the cards and dice and everything that you need. In the case of the set that they're running at the moment, if you're buying this from their actual web store, you have an offer where you can choose 2 of these extra boxes listed for free. My recommendation would be to pick 1 for each, given that you're going to be splitting the boxes anyway. Maybe with a friend, or maybe to build 2 separate armies. You can choose between a box of Steel Legion, a box of Marksman clones, a box of Men-at-Arms, a box of Household Knights, or a box of Force-Grown Drones. My recommendation would be almost any of them, to be honest. There's really no bad choices here. Pick what you want. But my advice would be to pick 1 for each side, because otherwise you're just going to have one army that doesn't have as much as the other. If you're splitting this with a friend, that's definitely the way that I would be going. And the last option that I'm going to look at with you today is the Warband sets. This is the larger of the starter sets and focuses specifically on one faction. So, starting with the Wadroon box, we get 24 Blooded or Braves, 12 Slingers or Hunters, 1 Scion of Conquest, 1 Predator, and then all of the bases and the infantry stands that you need. It also comes with the rule books for The Last Argument of Kings and First Blood. For the Spires, we are getting 12 Vanguard clones or Vanguard clone infiltrators, 12 Marksman clones, 12 Force-Grown drones, 1 High Clone Executor, 1 Biomancer, and then again, all of the bases and the cards that you need. And the same 2 rulebooks. For the Nords, we have 1 Blooded character, 1 Shaman character, 12 Stalkers, 3 Ogres, 12 Raiders, and then all of the infantry bases and the books and everything, same as the others. For 100 Kingdoms, we're looking at 12 Militia or Militia Bowmen, 3 Household Knights, 12 Household Guard or Gilded Legion, 1 Noble Lord, and 1 Feast Priest. And then again, all of the bases and the infantry stands, etc. that you need. And then finally, we're looking at the Dweghom. You get 24 Hold Warriors or Hold Ballistae, 12 Dragon Slayers or Hold Thanes, 1 Hold Rag, and 1 Tempered Steel Shaper, and all of the bases and so on and so forth. When it comes to what faction you want to pick, my honest advice is to pick the faction that you think looks cool. If you really like dwarves, go with the Dweghom. If you really like that Viking-esque look, go with the Nords. If you like knights and standard human type looking stuff, go with them. If you like the really twisted looking spire stuff, go with them. If you like the idea of painting orcs that ride on dinosaurs, then follow along with what I've been doing. It's completely up to you. Later next year, we have a new army called the Old Dominion. We don't know much about them at this stage, other than that teaser that you can see there. If you want to wait to see what they are, that is certainly an option as well. But we won't know much more until the beginning of next year. So you've got a little bit of time to wait before that's going to happen. Regardless of how you choose to buy in, the good thing about these starter sets is all of the units in this work in the actual way that the game plays. This is not a starter set where it's the cheap units that you're never going to use in the game. Everything is built and everything is designed specifically to have units in it that you're going to use. There's nothing in it that's just chaff and is just completely useless. So feel free to buy at whichever level that you want whether you buy it through the store or whether you buy it locally. If you're interested in getting into Conquest or expanding your existing force, either use the QR code on screen or the link in the description to open the Parabellum website, and when you're asked if you have a discount voucher, enter Getting Tabled without spaces, just like you see on your screen, to receive 10% off your order. In doing so, not only will you save money, but you also help support our channel without any cost to you. Thank you very much to anyone who chooses to do that. It's greatly appreciated. You're helping us improve our content and bring more content to you. Thank you very much for checking out this video. If you're enjoying the content of this channel, please like and subscribe. If you're in a position to do so, please check out patreon.com/gettingtabled. You receive early access to at least 80% of all videos that we put out, and you get access to the video edition of all of our podcasts the day that they're uploaded. If you'd like to check us out on social media, facebook.com/gettingtabled is the most active. We also have a Discord server. You can email our team at gettingtabled@gmail.com. If you're on either Twitter or Instagram, you can find us at gettingtabled. And until next time, play more.